Hey, thanks so much, everybody, for joining it. If you do put a pre-bid on some of the spots that are left, just call it out in chat. Let me know. Let me know if you see, sometimes people want to wait till a hit happens. So you get a guaranteed, something. Guaranteed number, guaranteed autograph. So some people do like to wait till those show up. You don't get in on any of the giveaways, but you can at least get your driver. So let's start with our first box of Prizm. And then, like I said, you should get shipping notifications today. I don't have much planned going on. Oh, 1 second. There we go. And my wall of fame is empty right now, but it will fill up quick. If I could open up the pack. Oh, this might be the lucky pack. That was pretty tough to open. We'll do half a box at a time. Yeah, these are, maybe this is the hot pack, or hot box, because these are tough to open here. Oh, they've just been sitting in my basement for so long. All right, here we go. We are all set. Let's see, last chance. There's a lot of last chances. There we go. All clean. I don't see any pre-bids, so let's see what we got. Here, start with this one. Here's our first card. There's a base card. I wish they had a little less base in Prizm. Okay, there's our first Cole Custer. A nice blue. There's a few spots left, Eric. We have a few spots left if you want to look at the auctions. If you're interested in any of those, let me know. Cole Custer, this is out of 199, the blue. And there's a Jimmy Johnson. Nice Jimmy Johnson out of 99. I'm sorry, 149. This is number 6. 6 out of 149. If anybody is looking for the auctions, put a pre-bid on it or just call it out in chat. There's none big hit yet, to be honest with you. Victory Lane, Bobby Labonte. And we got Rides and Portrait. Those are still kind of base cards. Comes our first autograph. We got Kenny Wallace, the power cards, I think they're calling them. And, little Brad K autograph to start us off. How about a blue Sensations autograph out of 49. 39 out of 49. Okay, Numchamp, no, you did not win any of the giveaways, but here's Brad K. I'm not a Brad K guy, so if anybody is a Brad K guy, now to be fair, I'm only run Brad K. I see some pre-bids, but I started opening these already, so I'm going to go through these first, and then I'll run the pre-bids that people have pre-bid on it. Okay, here is I'm going to start Brad K. This is a guaranteed hit here. It is 39 out of 49. So some people like waiting for a guaranteed hit. I'm going to start the auction. 10 seconds. There you go. Eric has it started off on Brad K. Let's see if it holds up. Why is my focus a little... Get that focus a little better. And, yeah, there you go, Eric. That is yours. Okay. Congrats on that. Like I said, I opened these packs already, so even though there are a few pre-bids on things, I'm still going to wait to run them until I finish this handful, since, we're seeing them already. Little groovy Ryan Blaney. Some base cards here. Base. Here is a Pulsar of Luke Fenhouse. A silver Parker Retzlaff. And a little Heim Time pot of gold. A few more base cards there, the Rides and Portraits. Oh, here we go. I see a little gold right there. There's a good start. How about a checkered, well, hold on, we got an orange William Byron on the orange. And Michael McDowell, checkered flag. I believe these are out of 75. If you're new here, anything under 100, I'll top load right away. But the other stuff, I'll take care of off camera. There you go. Mike McDowell, that's our low number so far, but I think I see a gold coming in here. Let me unpin this so everybody can see a little better. Oh, right behind it. How about a little Jeff Gordon mojo? There you go. On a 25, I believe this is a rides. Jeff 25 out of 25, a little bookend. Jeff Gordon mojo. This is a nice stack right here. Put that right up there. Put those. Okay, and yeah, let me finish this and we'll run those. Brett Cruz and Austin Dillon on the portrait. All right, here is an autograph of Michael Waltrip. Hit one of the previous. Yeah, since I started opening them up, I figured it'd be better to hold on. Michael Waltrip, who had Michael Waltrip. That's going to. Is Michael Waltrip still available? Yeah. No, I'm. Where is? Hold on, did I spell it right? Waltrip, W-A-L. Who had Michael Waltrip? That one is going to. Oh, he's in the group. That's why he's not showing up. I'm like, why is he not showing up? All right, congrats, Linda. That is all you. Our second autograph. All right, here comes the gold. Sorry, Ty Gibbs, Pulsar. No one's looking at you. Everybody's looking at the gold of. Oh, a little Brett Cruz. Rookie card, Brett Cruz. God, he looks young. Little Brett Cruz rookie card. Here's our gold, our first gold out of 10. Give me a second. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 there. Put a gold card right here. You get front and center gold card. We got Todd Gilliland, Talisman. How about a couple base cards here? There's still what's behind here? A red Noah Gregson. We got a Ross Chastain silver rides. And a pot of gold, Jeff Gordon, to finish off that stack. All right, like I said, I saw a few pre-bids. Here. Oh, thank you, Logan. Yeah, give a little copy. That Brett Cruz, not too shabby, right? That one is NASCAR here? I don't think he's here. Yeah, thank you for tagging him, Logan. That's nice. That's a nice card. Let's few pre-bids. There is, give me a second here. We got Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch is going right now. Honestly, I didn't see any Kurt Busch stuff yet. But thank you, Eric. We're going to give Eric a little deal here. Had to work today, I know. But I appreciate you coming in. Okay. Here is a little Kevin Harvick. Here. Kevin Harvick there. Eric, are these your pre-bids? Is Eric still here? Did you have to step away? Hold on. Because there's a few pre-bids. And I appreciate you coming in. Eric, I said, did you bid Eric Jones? Is Eric Jones yours, Eric? Because let me give Eric Jones for you. Eric Jones is free for Eric. Because he did... got to come in here late, and let me. So Eric Jones, I am sending it to you as I appreciate my customer appreciation. Give Eric a little chance for that one. So Eric Jones is yours. It's spelling different though. Now Christopher Bell. Let's do the Jeff Gordon since he did pre-bid on Jeff Gordon. We do have a Jeff Gordon out of 25. And then plus all the other Jeff Gordons that show up here. So let me start that one. There you go. We do have out of 25 Jeff Gordon. So let me run through that one. And did he get it for his pre-bid? Yes, he does. Okay, there you go. And plus all the other Jeff Gordons. So if you do put a pre-bid on something that's out here now, you get that, plus all the other ones. Oh, Christopher Bell, hold on. Let me refresh. I don't see a Christopher Bell. 1 second, give me a refresh. Okay. Christopher Bell. There you go. Christopher Bell is, I got to try to say this one. The dollar sign. Is that, am I saying it right? Dollar sign? Kind of like, I'm going to say it correctly. And then there's one on Junior. There's one on Junior here. That's Amber. Oh, Amber. Okay, that'd be easier. Amber, thank you, Amber, for that one. And here is Junior. We got a bid on Junior here. That's it. Theo dollar sign. Oh, just Theo. How about Theo? Is that good? I always get the spacing wrong. I read the, and I thought people are going for something fun. Well, thank you for those pre-bids. I do appreciate. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying my best. There are. Well, thank you for that. We still, if we sell out, we got 30 drivers left before we open up the National Treasure. We have a few spots still left, but thank you for that. And then notice how we do it here. I don't want to force anybody to buy anything they don't want, so there are 30 spots left. And thank you guys for coming in, picking up those pretty good sized drivers. I do appreciate that. And if like we saw no one had a Brad K didn't sell, but now we got an autograph and people bid on that. But once I start opening up the packs, I don't want to hold off on anything until the packs are done. It's just fair in case someone sees. Don't want to give anybody an advantage, just to be fair about it. But we still got 30 spots left, and the sellout bonus still holds. If we sell all those 30 spots before we get to the National Treasures, I will change one of these boxes to National Treasure for my first off the line box. There we go. This was so far pretty nice. That first stack, we had a low number of gold. We had a gold one, and out of 25. That's not too shabby. All right, second half of the Prizm box. What are we looking at here? Just some base. Get the base on camera, but we've seen all there. There you go. There's our picking up Eric Jones right away for Eric. And how about a little Alex Bowman, Carolina Blue? I'm a big fan. I like that color. 19 out of 49. I think we had the whole rainbow here. Haven't had a 1-1 yet, though. Carolina Blue, 19 out of 49 for Alex Bowman. And more Jeff Gordon, Victory Lane. Here is just the base. And a Richard Petty, there's the King. Red, out of, I think those were 249. Brett Cruz again. A silver, and Ellen Kulwicki Groovy. And how about another power card, a red power of Christopher Bell. Followed by Josh Williams Silver and Ross Chastain Talisman. These contest cards are expired, so we're not worrying about those. But if anybody wants the contest cards for the Donruss, send me a message. I'd be happy to include that with you. Here is Kenny Walsh, red. We're looking at Tyler Reddick, silver, and Jeff Gordon again. Groovy Jeff Gordon. Here comes a blue Carl Edwards. Blue Carl Edwards. Those are blues out of, this is 198. So 198 out of 199. And a purple out of 99. The King. There's Richard Petty holding up his picture. This is 32. 32 out of 99 for the King. Said his name a few times today so far. And the one gets. I could do that. I could do that. Here's the Dinger Talisman, and then some base to finish off our first box. How about an orange Austin Cedric? And oh, there you go. The crew chief, a little Ray Abraham. Not too shabby. Who had that? I think that was with the a group of drivers. 1 second. It's not numbered. It's not numbered, but I like that they're including some crew chiefs. That one, I forgot which group that was in. 1 second. Actually, I think that is Jerry. Is that available? All right, hold on a second. Well, really, all we got is Austin Hill, pot of gold, and then Chase Briscoe portrait and a William Byron rides to finish off that box there. All right, so first of all, I said I would run Richard Petty for Eric. Give me a second here. Here comes Richard Petty. Thank you, Eric. Is that, yeah, I was just going to call him out, Eric. We did have out of 99 Richard Petty. And plus all the other Richard Petties that show up. You came at the right time. All the deals are happening right now. I put everything at half price. Thank you for that. And then now this is in the P through R. So you get Ryan Ellis, Ryan Vargas, and Ray Abraham. You got a guaranteed hit here. Let's run that one. There's a guaranteed. JR has it right now. Guaranteed hit. Plus Ryan Ellis and Ryan Vargas if they show up. The Ray Abraham. Oh, what's that? P through. Oh, that is my spelling mistake. Hold on. Yeah, no, it's not P through K. Who did someone catch? 1 second. Where? P through. Oh, R through K. Well, what's P through R? That's what it should be. Oh, my fault. All right, hold on. I got to make a note of that. I'm going to change that for Friday. Change P through K to P through R. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. P through K. A little typo. K change. All right, I'll remember to do that. My fault. That's a nice card. I think it's a fun card. I like that they're including those. That's our 3 autographs. So Darrell Waltrip, Ray Abraham, and Brad K was the autographs for that box. Good catch on that. All right, here comes the next box. Let me clean off the base stack. We'll go for our second box of Prizm. I think I got 3 or 4 boxes left. We'll do another one of these breaks Friday night. And then maybe Monday, we'll see if there's a spot for Monday. I'll see if I have stuff. Or we're just waiting for, or if we're just waiting for Select to come out. I have not heard. I think Select is on time. I have not heard anything about Select being pushed back anymore. And when they just push back a week, you know they're doing they're fine. So I believe Select will be coming out next week. So I didn't put any drivers in yet because I didn't. Has anybody seen a checklist yet? I didn't see anything. I didn't see a checklist or anything for Select. I'll try this weekend. I'll try to do the best I can this weekend. If in fact there's no checklist comes out, I'll post some drivers. Yeah, that's what I think. I think they did that to add first off the line in there because they had first off the line already. So I think they did do that. I'll try to add drivers. And of course, if the drivers are not in there, I will refund, of course. All right, here comes our second box. And they know who's in there. I still don't get why they won't post. They already sold the first off the line. I don't know why they won't post. Who's in there? Oh, Sage Karam is starting us off quick. Okay, there's a Scripps. Little Sage Karam. Again, that was with the S's also. All the autograph-only drivers are hitting today. There's for the S's. Who had the S's? That's for Sage. That's going to, I think we sold that already. S through Z is what was it? That's going to, that one is, who got that one? That's going to Mark. There you go, Mark. That is yours. The Brett Cruz. Brett Cruz is a gold card. That's, I think that one was going to NASCAR, I think. He had that one. Congrats. Oh, there he is. There he is. You're going to get a screenshot. Look how I'm shamelessly going to make sure United Sports Cards is in the background. Congrats on that. That's a nice one. How about a little Matt Mills? How about a little Matt Mills on the blue out of 149, Ty Gibbs silver, and a Jeff Gordon talisman. Here is a few base, Justin Haley and SVG on the rides. We're coming up to a pulsar of Michael McDowell. Those are out of 299. And Daniel Suarez, the green scope. Number 146 out of 149. And a pot of gold, Chase Elliott. My favorite is the pot of gold cards. Well, congrats, NASCAR. I'm glad I was able to. Of course, I scouted it out. Just got lucky. That's how we roll here. Gold all the time. Here is Justin Haley red, 249. We got KK silver and our Camarola Victory Lane for that stack. Let's keep going with, here comes a checkered flag. But first, a red power of Carl Edwards. I think that's our second Carl Edwards. And another Chase Elliott, the checkered. I do enjoy the checkered flags. That's our second checkered flag. We got Michael McDowell and now Chase Elliott checkered flag. I like those. These are out of 75. I think 75. That's our second bookend there. Can you see it? 75 out of 75 on that one. Oh, not too shabby. And there goes William Byron. William Byron. Groovy William Byron. How about a pulsar of Tyler Reddick on a 299 and Carson Hocevar silver and Kyle Petty. Groovy Kyle Petty. Zane Smith and Tony B. Free Tony B. Here comes another checkered flag. We got Josh Williams, and right behind it is another. Oh, there's the good old Panini sort got us again. This is 69 out of 75. How about that? In the same box, two checkered flags of Chase Elliott. Yeah, 69 out of 75. Everybody giggle. But same box. Same box. Thank you, Panini. They do. I didn't mention that at one time a few years ago. Okay, but not too shabby. Not if for who had Chase Elliott. That's a good bonus for you. Keep one, trade one. And how about a blue Sheldon Creed pot of gold out of 49? Yeah, 48 out of 49. I mentioned that we were one of those panels, and the Panini executive was there. I'm like, hey, let's talk to me about sorting. How do you guys sort? Because we see a lot of times where the same card shows up, 3 or 4 of the cards. And he gave me the official chit chat of it, but it didn't make any sense when he was talking. But I did mention it. That was my gift to Panini. And I assume they're watching the show right now, so let's work on the sorting. Especially the NASCAR group are really supporting Panini here. So, and I honestly, I think Panini doesn't do a bad job. I think they do a good job. I appreciate them trying to come out with new stuff for NASCAR. Each year they came out, they had the Prime. They came out with Turn 4. They're trying to do a middle to high end thing is what they're trying to. I like Prime. I thought they should have kept Prime myself. I did enjoy that. All right, here's our last half box of Prizm. What do we got here? Here is a blue Danica Patrick, a free Danica Patrick. That was one of the giveaways. And then, oh, how about a little Butterbean autograph? Rookie card. Sensational signature. There you go. Ooh, a 75th. There you go. Congrats, Mark. That's not too bad. I like yeah, those are redemption, right? Oh, that was on the Panini Instant? Did you pick that up? Is Butterbean still available? All right, Butterbean is unsold. If guaranteed autograph, if you're interested in that, there's a pre-bid. I will go through that after we go through the stack here. Oh, is that Marcus out of the Donruss? Yeah, I thought those were redemption, right? We didn't know, actually. I remember pulling a Chase Elliott on card the next day auto from Donruss. That was a pretty fun one. But yours was a redemption. Pre-bid on the Butterbean? Yeah, let's run that. Let me go through this stack first, and then we'll run the Butterbean. Here is Pot of Gold. Connor Zillage. I think that's the first Connor Zillage name we said. Just some base here in this handful. KK, a power, Case Can power card. We have Carson Hocevar Silver. And more Chase Elliott, Victory Lane. Here is an orange Austin Hill. Austin Hill, remember oranges are 125. And there's how about a Tanner Gray? A little Tanner Gray autograph. That's our third autograph of the box. No numbers here. The whole box we had Sage Karam, Tanner Gray, and okay, these two are available. We'll get to those right after I do the stack. I just think it's, since I opened them up already, I think I'll hold on to them. Ryan Newman, and then just a few base cards. Since I opened up the packs already, I just think, and then we'll go through those. Don't go anywhere, everybody. We're going to run through those. So get your pre-bids on those if you want them. There's Gio Ruggiero. An orange out of 87 out of 125. Kurt Busch Silver. And Bubba Wallace Talisman. There's a few Alex Bowman and Corey Day on the rides. I like that they're doing this too. A little, you know, not they are base, but a little nicer base, a little high-end base. How about that? We'll call them high-end base. Tyler Reddick on a $2.99 Pulsar. We got more Brett Cruz. There you go, NASCAR. 62 out of 149. And Daniel Hemrick on the Victory Lane. And a few more here. How about KK Red. There's a Raja Silver. And Josh Berry Talisman. To finish off our Prizm. So there was our Prizm. 2 boxes. Is there any pre-bids? There's 28 drivers left. Okay, so we got a pre-bid on Tanner Gray. Like I said, I won't change the price. It was $3. I will do this at $3. There's Tanner Gray going on. Brady Don't Break. Start us off on that one. A guaranteed hit, plus all the other Tanner Grays that show up here. There's Wicked coming in. And does Wicked hold on to it? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. There you go. That is yours. Plus all the other Tanner Grays. You never know what's going to be in the National Treasure box. And how about a rookie card? How about a Brendan Queen rookie card here? Let me run that one. There we go. Eric's looking at that one. Guaranteed autograph, plus all the other Butterbeans. You never know what's going to be in the National Treasure box. Thank you for that pre-bid. Does he hold it? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And there was our autographs for Prizm. And we got them all right here on the Wall of Fame. No offense, Sage. I'm going to cover up Sage Karam on that one. And I don't see any more pre-bids. But thank you, though. Thank you for keep working through those ones that are available. Let's go. Let me clean up here. I don't like tall stacks. Let's go with Donruss, and we'll finish up with National Treasure. Here's Donruss. So far, our Bread Cruise is the low number. 101 would be nice, but Bread Cruise is our low number of the day so far. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, let's see something good here in Donruss. I still have maybe a half a case of Donruss left. I'll just keep adding, do a few mixers. Once we usually go hobby boxes for the first week or two, and then we mix hobby and retail to get everybody the rainbow that they're looking for, and then we start doing some mixers. So if you like that kind of setup, when Select comes out, make sure you follow, and if you're enjoying the show, again, drop a follow, and go on to YouTube, and you could join there on YouTube, because I'll post if you ever step away from the break, I'll post the show there. I'll get rid of all the selling and stuff. I'll just post it on YouTube. So if you're following, they'll tell you when I posted it, usually in the morning. Same setup. Let's start with an optic of Jeremy Clance. We got a parallel is Ross Chastain and Carson Hocevar on the C. Here is William Swalich, parallel. We got the optic is Anthony Alfredo. And Race Kings, I think this is a nice looking card. The Race Kings, I do like that. Brad K, Race Kings. How about a Andre Perez de Lara, optic silver. And there's a Joey Logano out of 99. 85 out of 99, purple. Joey Logano. And Ryan Blaney, 199, the holographic ones. The hollow Ryan Blaney. Here's another purple of Taylor Gray. There you go. The grays are showing up. Christian Eckes. Optic. And there's a Joey Goss. No way. A Joey Goss autograph. I don't want to pick on Joey Goss. He could be watching the show right now, but Linda, did you have Joey Goss? There you go. The Jays. You can see his hat up. I'll put him on the lower level. Lane Riggs, Unleashed. And then there's the rides, and the portrait is Danica for that part. Also, if anybody is looking for any of these, let me know. Let me know. I'd be happy to send you these. I got a few. I know some people are don't post it in chat. Just send me a direct message, because I'll forget if it's posted in chat. Here is Justin Haley, red optic out of 199, and Joey Logano parallel. And how about another gold Unleashed? Look at that. That's a nice looking card there. Corey Day, 4 out of 10. Gold Unleashed. Not too shabby. That's a good looking card right there. Who had Corey Day? That one's going to Daryl. Is he? I don't think he's here. I haven't seen him well. I like how they did the gold border, but still had the Unleashed out there. I did like the Unleashed. I put that set together. I don't know. That's a kind of nice card. LP is if you're around, can you tag Daryl? He might be interested in seeing that. Congrats on that. That's the second gold card of the day. Here is Jesse Love. Jesse Love parallel. Landon Huffman optic. And Kevin Harvick Unleashed. followed by Spencer Boyd, Optic. Little Kurt Busch red. Remember, red's out of $2.99. And William Byron is the R, the Byron R. And let's finish off this stack with Chandler Smith, Riley Hurst, and little Joe Gibbs. There's our first team logo, Joe Gibbs, to finish off the first half of that Donruss box. Not 2 gold already. Not too bad. Still haven't gotten the National Treasure yet either. Let's see. And we're still on our first box of Donruss. Not even halfway through the break, so thanks for hanging out here. Sorry. Hello. Yeah, there we go. Where are we at? We had the autograph. No memorabilia yet. Let's see what the memorabilia is going to be. Sorry, 2 more tags here. All right, first box of Donruss. Let's see what we're looking at. Here is a silver of Josh Berry, Optic Silver. A wild card there, Bubba Wallace on the rides parallel, and Carson Hocevar, the H. Here's another Bobby Labonte. And an Optic of Brendan Jones. And Martin Truex, Unleashed. Keep going. The Optic is Justin Haley. There is Connor Zillage. I think that's our first Connor Zillage card. And then Matt Kenseth, a holographic one for the Race Kings. Here comes a purple John Paul Southern, a little rated rookie purple. And Christopher Bell, Optic. And there's Daniel Dye. There's our first memorabilia, a little fire suit. Remember, these are race used. This includes race worn. Whereas the retail boxes, I don't think they were from any specific one. And let's finish strong on this box. Got Cole Custer, a little Bubba Wallace, parallel, and more Carson Hocevar. I think we're getting the Hocevar spelling in this box. Here is Awesome Dawson. And how about a little Josh Williams purple Optic? This is 38 out of 59 for the mullet. Let's get that taken care of. First Optic color. And there's Legacy. Legacy is the team logo. All right. Ricky the Dragon Stenhouse. Optic. And then a little Heim time suited up. That's our second suited up. Corey Heim on this one. NASCAR, you had Corey Heim. And how about Carson Quapple? A purple out of 99. We had a bunch of purples. I think that's 4 purples. And the Carson Hocevar in the Chili's with the E. Oh, one more blue parallel of Riley Hurst out of 199. Carl Edwards, Optic. And then Race Kings is Ross Chastain to finish off that first box. So, first box had a gold card in it. Gotta like that. NASCAR. Oh, there you go. We had, today's the shipwright. So I think, like I said, if you're new here, we're trying something this week. And it seems like it's working. NASCAR tried it. He said it worked out fine. If you want to pay for shipping, and then if you select before you purchase, right? NASCAR, you have to do it before you purchase. If before you purchase, you go to your wallet and change to local pickup, then you won't have to pay for shipping. And then I'll hold on to your cards, and then after 2 or 3 breaks, if you want, I can ship them all at once. That'll save you a little, instead of paying for shipping every time. I know people want to get their cards every time, but sometimes if you want to save on shipping, but you have to do it before you purchase. I don't think you can do it after you purchase. So go into your wallet of the show, and then select local pickup, and this for the future also. You can select local pickup, and then I'll hold on to your cards, and then maybe the next show next week, or even select if you're going to join a few of the select shows. We do NASCAR here 3-4 times a week. So I know it's kind of a little help, maybe help a few people on a little savings. And I kept shipping at $5, so it doesn't overcharge you on shipping anyway. But, you know, maybe a little helpful. All right, good luck. Here's our second box of Donruss. Got a gold card in the first box. Here's where hopefully Panini sorting will help us. We're starting off with a Walls, the Optic, and there's our third suited up. This time Alex Bowman on the suited up. Coin guy, there he is. And how about Darryl Waltrip? Darryl Waltrip red. Carson Hocevar, the R. I think we got the whole spelling of Carson Hocevar. Here's a Raja red. Chase Briscoe optic. And Ellen Kulwicki is the parallel. Oh, Kevin Harvick. Oh, there's a lot of, we're getting a lot of parallels in this one, because here comes another Race Kings parallel. Nothing numbered or anything, but a few of those. Oh, I thought it was shiny. I was getting a little excited there. It was shiny. Jeff Burton optic silver, and Sheldon Creed. Oh, that one's a little dent on that one. Got a little. I don't know if you could see it. Let me try to get it in there. We got this a little error in the. I'll send it to you, but let me keep it aside. I don't want to infect any of the other cards. And a little sorting machine mishap there. Chase Elliott. That one's nice and clean. Harrison Burton. And then Terry Labonte to finish off that stack. Yeah, a little sorting machine problem on that one. How about another silver? We got Clint Boyer. And Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher blue. And how about a holographic, the holo of Jimmy Johnson. There you go. 78 out of 199. What else are we looking for here? Now I'm looking to see if any of the cards are creased. Here's a purple Kevin Harvick. 53 out of 99. Kevin Harvick purple. And a Jimmy Johnson. Oh, here comes the autograph. Jimmy Johnson optic. And on the mullet. Well, Josh Williams. JW. Josh Williams. I'm an autograph snob, so just put your initials. I'm sure Josh is watching right now. No, you got to win a few Daytonas to just put your initials like that. I want the full name. Sorry, you get the Joey Goss spot down there. Just get your head up there. I know I'm an autograph snob. When people ask me for my autograph, I will sign my full name. No one's asked me yet, but I will sign my full name. Here is what do we got? Connor Zillage optic. Brad K. on the parallel, and more card. I think we've only gotten the spelling of Carson Hocevar today. This is Jeb Burton. A little Austin Beers in the suit with the bro fist. That's out of 199, and Legacy is the team logo. All right, there's half a box right there. What's that? I think a streamer hobby box would be. Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah. I'm gonna make a. Oh no way! You got a United Sports Card autograph? No way! If anybody wants my autograph, just let me know. I bet you'll get a 101 from me. Because each one is unique and different. Yeah, I'm just having fun here, so. It's yeah, 101 United. I often think, what do you guys think? I'm really serious about this one. I've never done any bling, any memorabilia, or what do you call it? I've never done any merchandise stuff. Okay, but I was watching it. I was just doom scrolling couple nights ago, and he was like, "Oh, you gotta have merchandise." What would be a good merchandise? I don't even know what a good merchandise would be. I'm gonna do T-shirts. You gotta have a United Sports Card T-shirt or something like that, because that's all I've gotten from. That's all I've gotten from Panini. Anytime I've sent any of these cards in, I've gotten 2 T-shirts that are medium, and there's no way I'm fitting into a medium. Yeah, I was thinking the card stands, because I've been getting into, when you retire, you get into weird stuff, and I'm getting into 3D printing. And so I was thinking, they're kind of affordable. I think mine costs like $300, a 3D printer. So I was thinking about printing card stands and sending it to people. I was thinking about working on that. So I'll get back to you on that. All right, hold on. We got something nice back there, a little checkered flag right there. Hold on. We're sitting there chit-chatting. Here's Tanner Gray, Optic. Got Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs on the parallel, and William Byron R. But I'm looking at this checkered flag of, how about a little Harrison Burton? Looky. How's it? We're sitting there talking. Little happy Harrison Burton. I think that's the second checkered flag so far that we've pulled out of, we're on 7, 8 cases. I don't know how many I've opened. Oh, I like that. I do like the checkered flag. I might be keeping this one, everybody. I do like the checkered flag. I've said it many times. Yeah, I think, no, sorry. I think I'm keeping this one. We're going to delete Harrison Burton from there. I like I said, I always like the checkered flag. I'll keep it out here so we can see it, but, yeah, that might be in my PC. That might be going in my PC here, but it's a nice 101. A nice 101 to have. Because I always like the checkered flags. Yeah, I think that's pretty fun. I think that insert's pretty fun. So I might be keeping Harrison Burton on that. I don't want to feel guilty about it, but everybody had a chance. There's Gio. And Mexico City here. I like the checkered flags. I think they're fun. How about a Kevin Harvick Optic. And I'll take a picture of my wall. Carson Hocevar on the parallel and Carson Hocevar on the spelling. Oops. Butterbean fell out of the stack there. Danica Patrick on the free Danica Patrick there. But SVG, red. We got Noah Gragson, Optic, and Kyle Busch, Unleashed. Send me a message. Like I said, my first instinct is to keep it. But, you make me an offer I can't refuse. Storm Chaser, send me a message or connect us with if you want to connect that. But I don't have a checkered flag. But if I don't want to hold out for them. If a guy that's a big, and I'll put a good deal together, Storm Chaser. I won't upcharge your buddy. But yeah, send me a direct message. Yeah, I wouldn't want to keep if the guy's a big Harrison Burton fan. I'm not indifferent. I like it's a checkered flag. I don't necessarily care it's Harrison Burton. So if there's a really big Harrison Burton. Here's Ty Gibbs. I'm sorry. If there's a really big Harrison Burton guy out there, I'd probably give it to him. Here is Carson Hocevar on that one. How about a Ryan Preece? Followed by a little Zane Smith Optic. And a little J-Mac Burning Blue, Burning Rubber. Oh, no, yeah, send me it. I'll get it to him. J-Mac Blue, this one is 27 out of 49. Oh, I think I need the thicker card sleeves on that one. 1 second. Reach over. We got the good stuff here. Got the thicker ones. This one is out of 49. J-Mac, that's a nice deal for you. Unleashed. A few more base. Here's Dale. There's Junior Purple. I think these are 33 out of 59. So getting some finishing up with some low numbers. Not too bad there. Keep that on the wall. That's our second purple optic. And how about a little Riley Hurst, Joe Gibbs on the team logo. And Justin Allgaier parallel, Tyler Reddick optic, and Elaine Riggs to finish off our Donruss. All right. Give me a second. Clean up. Here's our poor Sheldon Creed. I'll send it to you. It's yours. That just if you just send me a message, throw it out. Because there's a big scratch on that one. All right, but let's get to the National Treasure. As I clean up here, thank you everybody for hanging out with us on a Wednesday, the hump day, middle of the day. I appreciate that. Here comes the National Treasure boxes. Let's have some nice surprises here so far. 2 golds and a 1-of-1, and we haven't even opened the National Treasure yet. So let's see what we have to see. Let me find my no peeking. Keep the mystery alive packs. There we go. All right. We'll do both boxes here. Just get a good workspace going on. Here is the silver pack, and then a little thicker on that one. Slide these back. Keep those on camera. All right, here is our second National Treasure box. I think I got one more case of National Treasure. I got a 2024. I was going to do throughout the years. I got little bits of everything. I got a couple Chronicles. I got a couple Prizm boxes. Oh no, this is thicker too. All right, we got 2 thick boxes right there. Okay. Okay, last chance. If there is any, if you take a look at the auctions before we open this up, if we take a look at the auctions, if there's anybody you're looking for, let me know. There you go. Ty Gibbs. Should I run Ty Gibbs? I'm going to run them at 10. If anybody wants to grab anybody, here I'm going to run Ty Gibbs at 10. I think who was saying that? Here's Ty Gibbs. Yeah, Storm Cards was asking about that. Yeah. Harrison. Well, now I feel bad. I'm gonna. If you do have that Harrison Burton guy, Storm Chaser, send me a message. I'll contact him. And if there's anybody else in the that you still want me to run, call it out. SVG, okay, SVG, and let me go 20 on that. I'll give you a little nicer deal here. I'll take off another $10 on SVG and run it at auction. There's SVG going on right now. And how about Connor Mosack? I didn't think he was still available. Oh yeah, Connor Mosack is. Okay, I'll run Connor Mosack here. Connor Mosack, I'll go $10 on that. There's $10 Connor Mosek. Before we open up these boxes, look through, last chance, look through if there's anybody you're still looking at, just call it out in the chat. No, I'll sweeten the deal a little for you. Christopher Bell. Did we have is Christopher Bell, hold on. I thought Christopher Bell was taken already. I'm sorry. Let's see. Yeah, I think Christopher Bell is taken. I think Chandler Smith is the only C available. There's really no, Kane Honeycutt is available. Luke Fenhouse. Just call it out if there is somebody you see that you like. Frankie Nunez is still there. Is Alan Kolwicki? Oh, he is. Okay, I'm going to run. Here comes Alan Kolwicki at 5. And then Davey Allison. Okay, we'll run Davey Allison. I wouldn't do Dawson Sutton because we're not opening up any more boxes of his. Here's Davey Allison. All right. Yeah, I don't see any more big names besides those rookies. But, Frankie Nunez was rookie in NT. Kane Honeycutt and Luke Fenhouse were all, no, not Luke Fenhouse, but Kane Honeycutt was NT rookie. All right, let us open up the box. Let's start with the silver. Okay, come on, everybody. I every year for 5 years I've had at least one. Some years we had 2 one-of-one white sparkle autographs, and I have not had one this year. Okay, here we go. Ben Rhodes, Ryan Blaney, and Ryan Blaney. Back-to-back Blaneys. But still no autograph, but still Ryan Blaney. Not too bad, not too bad. And their second silver pack. All right, come on. We have Raja, Justin Haley, and SVG. Way to pick up SVG. Those are our silver packs. Still no autograph. Old boxes. Do I have? I'd have to go look, Logan, to be honest with you. I don't remember what they are. I know I have a Prime. I have probably no Prizm left. Probably no Prizm. But I do have a couple Chronicles, because I was a big fan of Chronicles. I'll look what I have. Honestly, I don't remember what year I had. All right, this box is a little thicker here. Maybe we're looking at a booklet here. All right. Come on. There we go. No peeking. Nothing in there. And nothing there. All right, this does have a booklet, everybody. I see it right there. Let's go with the base cards first, which are pretty nice. Let's start with, there's a Kyle Busch base card. 32 out of 35. So sad, so sad. There you go. And let's go to the memorabilia. Looking first at Austin Hill. Austin Hill, 11. We got 11 out of 75. Our first race fire suit. Right behind it is a little Nemechek there. John Hunter. John Hunter is sheet metal. Sheet metal John Hunter. 5 out of 79. 5 out of 75. It's still working on the memorabilia. Oh, the duel. Who we got? Todd Gilliland and Noah Gragson. All right, hold on a second. Let me sleeve this first. And let's check. Look, I'm not sure who had these. All right, Todd Gilliland. Who are we looking for? Todd Gilliland is Brady Don't Break. Is Todd Gilliland. And Noah Gragson is Tyler. So we're going to have to do a little We have to roll the dice on this one. Okay, so give me a second. Let's put this back here. Keep those on camera, though. And, all right, so how we do it here is we got the old 10-sided dice. This is the best one. I think this is the best one people could see. The white one is, well, maybe not, because where did I put it? So we'll do a green one. All right, so Brady don't break. Here is 0 through 4. 0 through 4 is Brady don't break. And Tyler is for Noah Gregson. So 0 through 4 for Todd Gillen. And 5 through 9 is Noah Gregson. It's the fairest I could do here. We'll do it on camera. Number 1. So this is going to Todd Gillen, which is Brady doesn't break. Let me write that down. Is Todd Gillen. Dual memorabilia. There you go, Brady. Congrats on that. Like I said, I don't like the duels because I can't cut the car in half. Someone's not gonna get it. All right, and one more memorabilia is a little Jimmy Johnson gold. Jimmy Johnson gold out of 10. This is 10 out of 10. Tires, gold tires. All right, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let's see. This is the random. I don't want to force it. There you go. That fits nicely. How about a little Jimmy Johnson? 10 out of 10 gold card. Congrats on that. That's our 3rd gold of the break. Not too bad. Not too bad gold break. The booklet's next. I'm going to leave that at the end. So I'm going to just start pulling off the top now. And another duel. Carson Hocevar and Michael McDowell. Another dual autograph. A lot of duels in this box. All right, I'm going to do the same thing here. I wish there was if anybody has a more fair way to do that, but all right, here we got here. A dual autograph. Carson Hocevar is Carson Hocevar is Logan. Logan got Carson Hocevar. And Michael McDowell is Kyle. Kyle, okay. All right, so we got back to the box. And we'll do the same thing. Carson Hocevar is 0 through 4. And Mike McDowell's 5 through 9. We'll do the same thing here. That's the price too. It's still a driver. This is 3 out of 99. Good luck. A 1 again. All right, so this is going to Carson Hocevar, which was I forgot. Logan, you're Carson Hocevar, right? All right, the dual Carson. Yeah, I was wondering, if the prices are different, but it's still by the driver. So that's not bad. It's a nice autograph. I like that. It's just that's the tough part. That it goes. We'll keep that right there. All right, here comes another one of Jesse Love. Have a little Jesse Love out of 75. Patch auto. A lot of red in this. 2 buyers work out a deal. Oh, all right. Jesse Love. Let's keep those there. We'll show all these at the end here. There's a booklet in here. I'm leaving it for last. Oh, how about a little Brittany Z? Brittany Z's on a comeback. And now we got a patch auto. It is 30 or 90. 90 out of 99 for Brittany. Who had Brittany? That one's going to... that was with the A's and the B's, I believe. So who had the A's and the B's? A and B was Brady Don't Break. There it is. That is yours. Little Brittany Z auto. And all right, good luck. Here comes the patch. The booklet is... Oh, how about a little Ty Gibbs? Ty Gibbs booklet. This is 10 out of 10. This is where you bring it to the track, and you get them to sign it, because this should be autographed. This should be autographed on here. That's a nice booklet. It's 10 out of 10, but there's no autograph on it. So you're going to find Ty Gibbs here. You're going to get what do you think? Silver if you do it on that, or a nice black Sharpie if you do it right there. But this is what you put a little effort into this one. It'll be really nice, because those booklets should be autographed. But congrats on that. Who had that? 605 had Ty Gibbs. Who had Ty Gibbs? Ty Gibbs is going to, Storm Cards, 605. There it is. Is he here? He may not be here. I'll keep this aside and I'll put it in a nice top loader. Oh, there it is. Congrats on that. If you want a picture, I can hold it back up again. But yeah, that's one you take to the track and get them to sign it, because that should be signed. I'm 2 years ago was the best. The booklets were all autographed. And then last year, 3 years ago. And 2 years ago, it was awful. They had a lot of booklets, and I think none of them were signed. All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. How about another booklet? How about a case that has 2 booklets in it? I see another booklet in here. So it's probably going to be another Ty Gibbs. No offense, Panini. All right, good luck. Starting off with the base card of Luke Fenhouse. Luke Fenhouse, 11 out of 25. I do like the base cards. Coming back at another with, here comes the memorabilia of Eric Jones, 25 out of 75. This one is sheet metal. More memorabilia is Michael McDowell. This is 84 out of 99. Is Luke Fenhouse available? Let's see. It's a nice. And he put a pre-bid. If anybody's interested, I can run it. Let me get in a top loader while you're thinking about that. If Luke Fenhouse is still available, this is 11 out of 25. Plus all the other Luke Fenhouses. Honestly, I cannot tell you if there was any big Luke Fenhouse hits. But it's $5 or $3, even better. Luke Fenhouse, I will run it at $3. Okay, let me run it at $5. Plus all the other Luke Fenhouses that you get, I'll put it at $5. If there's of interest to there, you got a guaranteed 11 out of 25 Luke Fenhouse card. JR has it. There's Linda coming in. Remember, 5 seconds left. Any other Luke Fenhouse fans out there, get it for $7. Plus all the other Luke Fenhouses that come in, if it's still available. Congrats on that, LP. That is all yours. Sorry, I didn't notice that. Here comes more memorabilia of, a little, I don't want to say Stay Puff, a little Richard Childress white shirt. If I had that much money, you can make fun of me as much as I want. Okay, 20 out of 30. I think this would be a nice autograph, too. It's a nice, clean card to put an autograph on. Let me unpin that. And one more memorabilia, I believe. Kyle Larson. These are my favorite cards of last year. This is 54 out of 99. Again, I think a nice silver marker right here. Those of you that go to the track and get the drivers to sign stuff, I think that's a nice card. It should autograph on this would make this look good. I like the portrait and the car and the memorabilia all at once. So I think these are my favorite cards of last year. Excuse me. Come on, I want to take care of the corner there. These are my favorite NT cards from last year. I do like those. All right, let's go to the autographs now. Here comes more Butterbean. There you go for picking up Butterbean. There's another autograph, rookie card. 27 out of 99. How's that one? Hold on. What's it? Is there? I seen a shirt tag. Rich Childress shirt tag. Okay, there you go. That'd be fun. Sorry, I wasn't watching chat. Uh, Tyler Reddick. I didn't see any. Let me check the wall here. I'll show all these at the end. And plus, remember, if you did have to step away, I record these. So if you go to YouTube and just watch the video there. Oh, look at that. I don't know what to say. I congrats on a nice Kyle Busch patch auto, but it's sad. I mean, I see it, and then I think of his family. That's the worst, you know. So, congrats. Let me give a shout out to Kyle, who had Kyle Busch, but I don't know. It's just still kind of hard to talk about. What Tim? What Tim? Congrats on that. That's not sure what to say, so I'm going to put it right here in center. All right, there we go. And then one more autograph before the booklet. Oh, a little Amarola, Arc Amarola. Out of 10, 2 out of 10. Another gold. That's our 4th gold from the break. Oh, here's a good problem to have. I need to open up another penny sleeve. Let's see if it fits into this one. Nope. 1 second. I need to open up another box here. That's a nice problem to have. If anybody, can someone tag what Tim? I don't see him around here. He didn't say anything. So if you could tag him on that. There you go. Arc Amarola, patch auto. It looks like it says fire suit, but then yeah, maybe. I thought it was tires. 2 out of 10. Arc Amarola, not too bad. All right, here comes the last booklet, last card of the break. Thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out with me in the morning. Last card of the break is, boom. Oh, John Hunter, little JHN. Oh, there you go. Patch auto. Not too shabby. A little John Hunter Nemechek. That's our second booklet. We got 2 booklets in this break. Who had the Nemecheks? That one's going to LP. LP, there you go. Congrats on that. We had that booklet. And then the other booklet was not autographed. Ty Gibbs was not autographed on that. It should be. We could get that autographed at the track when we go. Let me show all these. Here was the ones I top loaded. We got Arc Amarola. We'll show a few of these. We got Butterbean. I see Richard Childress. Laundry tag. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun sight. And then Luke Fenhouse was the ones I did already. Let's go on this side. From the other box, we had Kyle Larson. Brittany Z out of 99. Jesse Love out of 75. And then here was our low memorabilia from Donruss. And then how about a duel? This one went to Carson Hocevar. And this duel went to Todd Gilland. But if you guys do come up with a trade or anything like that, I'd be happy to send it to the correct person. And then look at our golds here. We had a Corey Day gold, Jimmy Johnson gold out of 10. We got a Brett Cruz gold. One for everything. We got a gold Donruss, gold NT, and gold Prizm. So that's not too bad. And then again, hard to talk about. But nice autograph. 61 out of 75. If you want a screenshot of that. We'll keep that right there. And then our 101. Little Harrison Burton 101. Oh, there we go. Well, hey, thanks a lot, everybody, for hanging out with me on a Wednesday. Let me get over to